We are back, and sorry about that once again. Let's go ahead and get a quick plug in for the sponsors of the broadcast here tonight. The loyal sponsors jumped on board and said, hey, we'll help pay for some of the broadcast so we can get it up live for the fans. Montgomery Motors Speedway will be back with a bang in 2014. 3 Southern Super Series dates, the XR1 Pro Cup, and many other exciting divisions will all race around the famed half-mile medium banked oval west of Montgomery, Alabama. For more information, you can visit their website at montgomerymotorspeedway.com. Gravel motorsports lifestyle, apparel, and design. They are a proud sponsor of the 2014 All-Pro Overdrive Tour. 12 races spanning the 2014 season. To crown an All-Pro League champion. To learn more, head over to facebook.com/Gravel Motorsports. Alright, so we've seemed to have gotten the problem fixed for you guys, and we want to apologize for that once again. At least we got it before the finish of the race. Pace car, pit road, James Day leads him back to the green. There it is, we're racing.
Hasn't wasted any time on any of these restarts now as it battles for second. Here's the 25. Chuck Chambly's on the inside of Parker Henniger. It's going to happen off of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Down into turn number 1, Chuck Chambly's got the advantage.
An aggressive move on the restart leads in second here in the Snowball Derby, trying to chase down J.J. Day. Chambly to second, Henniger falls back to third, Dillon sits fourth, and Body is fifth back behind him. Paul Boswell's on the outside of the 51. He dives it down into corner number 3. He cuts across the nose of Colby Franklin. Here comes Paul Boswell trying to make it into the top 5.
Boswell, who was sitting in the outside of the top 10 for most of the beginning of this race, came down pit road, made a small change, was the first one out of pit road, so he gained a ton of spots right there, but doing a heck of a job right now as he's definitely trying to knock on the door of that top 5.
Sits 6th right now. Matt Bonney right in front of him. He's trying to get it just behind Boswell. Garrett Conrath got around Colby Franklin, and Franklin is on the drop. He's starting to lose quite a bit of positions here. The next person in line to try and stick his nose in will be Chad Williams, and he'll do so on the front stretch. We'll have enough though into 1.
Well, wasn't able to make it happen there, but off of turn number 2, he's going to get a decent run all over the back bumper of that 51 of Colby Franklin. Right now, Williams still looking to the inside, is right in front of these guys. It looks like Boswell loses another position.
Contact back behind him. Car through the grass, almost hits the pit road wall. It was 30th. Louis Robinette. That was a big scare. No caution. We stay green here at the Snowball Derby. For the lead, we missed it covering all the action behind. Chuck Chambly is now your leader in the Snowball Derby. J.J. Day falls back to second position, but he hasn't let him get away too far. Here comes Day. He looks back low as the caution flies. Big crash on the back straightaway. David Gibson in the 0-3 is around. That actually that happened before the 0-3 of Gibson got to him. It was Adam Benefield and Rex Hoyle. Sorry, it's not a funny subject, but Andy in the booth here has been hearing an echo and didn't know where it was coming from, and he had the live broadcast playing.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. I'm like, why am I hearing voices in my head? But it was myself. So I'm sitting here asking everybody what they had on, but it was me.
Caution is out for Rex Hoyle and Adam Benefield. They made slight contact. Benefield was so close to actually snagging the lead away before we had the caution, and then David Gibson, just out of nowhere. Saw the cars check up in front of him, got on the binders a little too hard, and he lost control of his machine and smacked the outside wall. He's got damage in that 0-3. Third caution of the night. Let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on Noble Network 1.
Montgomery Motor Speedway is getting ready for the 2014 season. Get ready for some fast-paced, hardcore racing action that you will ever see in your life. See the return of the Southern Super Series, presented by Sunoco, with drivers like Augie Grill, Bubba Pollard, Hunter Robbins, and more. Plus, see the return of the X1R Pro Cup Series, as well as all your favorite local divisions. To find out more on how you can be a part of some of the wildest racing action in Alabama, log on to MontgomerySpeedway.com today.
Welcome back to New Smyrna Speedway for the All-Pro 4th Annual Snowball Derby, presented by Montgomery Motor Speedway and Gravel Motorsports. 52 laps into this thing, already 1/6 of the way complete with the Snowball Derby. And say hello to our ticker that our producer has just now turned on for the first time.
Nah, you don't need that. It's all good.
They didn't pay for that.
Nah, you know, that's extra. What are you talking about?
Yeah, had to they paid for 250 laps. We wanted to give them the last 250.
Yeah. Alan Young was the wave around that time by, so that's going to leave 22 cars now on the lead lap here as we get set for our another restart here. Lap number 53 about to be complete.
Yep, we'll begin work on lap 54 as soon as we take the green. Pace car takes them down to pit road. J.J. Gay leads it back to the line. Green flag. Henniger gets a good start right on his bumper heading into corner number 1, but Day is just so good on the restarts. Look at Garrett Conrad in the 9 car. He's going to make up quite a few positions on the backstretch.
Caution out again.
And Jeffrey Faulkner in the 65. I see he is around. I see Chase Spradlin, and David Gibson again, and that Gibson car is destroyed. It was a pretty big crash. Actually happened way up there in front of those guys. Loose, and then it just created a caught the quarter panel of the 8 car. Again, gets on the brakes too hard and loses control of the car, and he got nailed pretty hard. Wall, Chase Spradlin involved, the 126 Forrest Gregg.
I'll tell you, that power move on that restart though was definitely that 9 car of Garrett Conrad, man. What a power move on that outside to pick up that 3rd position. A heck of a job right there. It's definitely that's definitely the time and place to do it there on the restart.
Yeah, we've seen some runs coming off that outside line off too. A little bit tonight, but nothing like we saw with Conrath right there. I thought he was going to be able to slingshot to the inside of Henniger right there and take that position away as well, and he probably would have if he would have had a slightly better run. But man, that was a terrific run that Conrath had.
Yeah, another 85 of Boswell also had a great run on the outside like that. He picked up a spot there too on that quick little restart there. He's going to restart 5th.
Conrath and Boswell. These guys are going to be the ones to keep your eye on. Whoa, and
whoa, we got a little issues going on here under caution laps here. Some guys, I don't know what they were doing there. Maybe they were tying their shoes.
When have you ever heard of a race car driver tying their shoes in the car?
Well, you never know. You never know what could happen right there. You know, maybe he spilled his coffee. I don't know. Like our producer said, short track Friday night, anything can happen here, you know.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Dave Washington spilled his plate of brownies in his lap one time, so
he ate soup in pit road.
Yeah. Oh, we'll never forget that one. Lights off on the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car, getting set for another restart here. It's going to be Henniger on the outside of JJ Day again. Conrath, Dillon, Boswell, and Vadi makes up the front three rows as we get set for the restart pace car looking to hit pit road. Conrath gets a good jump on the start. He'll look to the inside of Henniger. Here comes Garrett Conrath. Can he get a good run on the inside? This time he will down the backstretch. He's side by side with Henniger. This is for second.
A great battle as they head off of turn number 4 right now. It looks like Conrad's going to have him cleared. No, not quite yet. Is Henniger still fighting back hard on the outside? He's going to give up that position now. He's going to have pressure from the 52 of Jeff Dillon. He wanted to look on the inside. Not going to happen. The top 4 now, single file.
Garrett Conrath goes to second place. Now he's going to try and track down JJ Day for the lead. Back behind him, a gaggle from 5th on back with a battle between Paul Boswell and Matt Vadi.
Boswell has that inside line right now as Vadi almost looks like he gets off the wall there. On turn number 2 as they head back into turn number 3. Boswell with about half a car advantage right now. It looks like he's going to have him cleared off of 4. Move Boswell up to 5th.
Out of top 7, 8. Single file. Back behind those guys, a little bit further back to 37. Jason Vanetta's on the inside of Garrett Metz. Just in front of them, 68 looks to the inside of, couldn't get a number on that car, Ty Hester, excuse me.
Yeah, Hester got an advantage right there on Matt Vardy as they headed off turn number 4.
Oh.
Vardy now has got some problems. He's in and off the wall now, losing 2, 3 positions now as they head back into 3.
Trying to get back in the rhythm, and we talked about that early in the race. Car on the inside got sideways. That was Chad Williams. Straight, and he's still got to keep it straight. Good save by Williams right there. We talked about that early in the race. Get out of your rhythm, and it takes so long to get back into it. It's almost unbelievable.
Yeah, when you're stuck in traffic like this too, Ben, it's hard to even get into a rhythm because every lap's different, whether you're letting off earlier because the guy in front of you, whether you're letting off later. It throws everything off until you can actually get single file and get in that groove.
Yep. Paul Boswell jumped up to the 4th position there. Another car sideways on the front straightaway. That was Scott Formosa. He keeps it straight. These cars are really getting loose off 4.
Now, a lot of these guys have still yet to hit pit road yet. Just like our leader, JJ Day, as he's getting a battle now from the 9 of Garrett Conrath as they head back into 1.
Washes up in 2. Here comes Conrath. Has a run down the backstretch. He pulls up to his bumper. Going to try again in 3 and 4. Look at Conrath, the different let-off points. Conrath lets off quite a bit more earlier than Day. Day kind of dives it down into the corner pretty hard. Through 1 and 2. Conrath, you'll see him get the run off the corner. Day has it in and through the center. And I think if Conrath can improve his entrance a little bit better, he'll be able to get around JJ Day.
I think early on in this race right now, Conrad's probably got the best line to run. Let off a little early. Save those brakes for when you're going to need them. It really looks like JJ Day's really using up his stuff here early on. And when you dive in real hot and heavy like he's doing, you're burning a lot of brake on these cars.
Brake and a lot of tire as well. Front straightaway, Conrad still on the bumper. Back behind him, the battle for 3rd is heating up between Parker Henniger and Paul Boswell. Paul Boswell in the early part of this race, he was hitting 18th, 19th, 20th maybe at one point. Now he sits well in the top 5, 4th, and battling for a podium position right now here on lap number 72.
He is. He's all over the back bumper of the 35. Maybe he gives him a little shove right there off of turn number 2. Boswell now look to the inside of Henniger as they head into turn 3. Henniger's going to give him that spot. Boswell now up to 3rd as they come off of 4.
Boswell up to 3rd, hungry for the win. I saw on Facebook, he was chatting with another guy. Said, hey, man, my goal tonight in the Snowball Derby is just to finish top 15. Boswell said, hey, it's checkers or wreckers tonight for me as Conrad puts the bumper to JJ Day. Front straightaway, there's still single file. If they keep racing like this, though, Boswell's going to be right there in the mix, and we know Boswell's going to be ready to get around. Day hits the wall off two.
Hits the wall, slows down. Conrad just a bit there. Boswell now creeps into the picture. So does the 35 of Henniger. Off of turn number 4, the top 4, 5 now. Still all in view right now as they head back into 1.
Paul Boswell has caught the bumper of Conrad. He is on the move, wanting to lead the Snowball Derby. Conrad being extremely patient with JJ Day. Day has not changed tires since the start of this race, so you know his tires are worn out here on lap number 75 as we work our way so close to the last 100 point of this race.
We do, and a great battle by the lead right now, but definitely a lot of patience being showed right now by Garrett Conrad as they head back across the stripe right now to complete lap number 76. Definitely showing some restraint here. I mean, it's too early to throw that bumper in. Now he looks to the inside off of turn number 2. Garrett Conrad now has the position as they head to 3.
Through 3 and 4, can he do it? We saw Day at the beginning of the race work the outside pretty good. He's going to fight back, but Conrad leads the first lap of his laps led tonight. Day trying to roll the center there. He got on the gas a little too early. Slides up, almost past the wall. Conrad takes the lead. And now here comes Paul Boswell.
Boswell takes advantage of JJ Day being stuck on that outside line. Move Boswell now up to second as he sets his sights on the lead. But JJ Day is not done yet. He's still battling hard, trying to get that second spot back.
That he is, and don't count out Parker Henniger. He's back there as well. He hasn't fallen back too far. Jeff Dillon, haven't talked much about him. He sits stiff. I think he's back there patiently waiting for something to happen as well. Garrett Conrad, though, leads the Snowball Derby.
Yeah, you talked about Dillon. He started 9th here in this race. Hasn't really, just been very patient, really steady, moving his way up. Sits 5th now in the top 5, just buying his time, logging some laps. These guys, they're going to have to pit for fuel here eventually at some point. And with this green flag stretch we got now, it won't be too long. I couldn't imagine.
Didn't catch it, but Conrad tagged the wall off corner number 4. I don't know if he tagged it, but he got extremely close. And that allowed Boswell to pull right up to his rear bumper. Now Conrad has gotten back. And Boswell hits the wall hard. Pulls to the inside of the track. That was a vicious hit. And he's still on the track, side by side with JJ Day now, where that car is beaten and battered after that hit.
Oh yeah, that whole right side's nice and pancaked right now off of Boswell. Just pushing it too hard, trying to get that lead. Now finds himself sitting 3rd here, in line right now. Oh, he's all over the back bumper of JJ Day here off of turn number 4. Boswell just trying to get back into his rhythm.
And I tell you what, you guys may look at me like I'm crazy when I say this, though. As a short track driver, I've had my fair share of smacks with the wall, and anybody can back me up on this. Sometimes,
I thought that was Carl.
Yeah, Carl does it too. But sometimes, Andy, when you smack the wall, the car will turn better. I mean, it's weird, but it'll happen sometimes. Oh, God. You guys can't hear our producer, but we have a running joke with him. We call him Wallbinger Brown. And when I said it helps the car turn so much, a little bit better, and he says, well, why do you think we do it so much?
That's just his excuse.
Yeah.
Conrad, though, has pulled out now over his second lead over JJ Day here as they cross the line, completing lap number 86 here. Closing in on that century mark here, 1/3 of the way through this one.
That we are. Battle for 4th has been the best it's been all night between Parker Henniger and Jeff Dillon. Now Paul Boswell back up to the battle for 2nd. He gets to the inside of Day. He'll take it on the front straightaway. But Paul Boswell back up to runner-up position after smacking the wall.
Yeah, I think this product of the tires showing up too here is JJ Day. A few cycles on those tires. He's been out since the beginning of this race here, sat on the pole, led a ton of laps here, but he has not yet come down to pit road here in this event.
Brought to you by Montgomery Motor Speedway and Gravel Motorsports. Montgomery Motor Speedway, we will be back with a bang in 2014. 3 Southern Super Series dates, the XR1 Pro Cup Series, and many other exciting divisions will race around the famed half-mile medium banked oval west of Montgomery, Alabama. For more information, you can visit their website at montgomeryspeedway.com. Gravel Motorsports lifestyle, apparel, and design. They are a proud sponsor of the 2014 All-Pro Overdrive Tour, 12 races season to crown an All-Pro League champion. To learn more, head on over to facebook.com/Gravel Motorsports.
Well, Ben, while you were reading those plugs for our wonderful sponsors here, the 52 of Jeff Dillon slid up into turn number 1 and 2 as Ty Hester looked to the inside, and he lost 4 positions all the way back to 9th just in 1 lap.
I did miss that, and it's plugged all the time. Especially during green flag, because then I miss stuff like that. No,
you gotta pay the bills, man.
Yeah, I've gotta pay the bill. And with Carl's eating habits, they're pretty high. He was asking for lobster earlier. Did you hear that?
Yeah, we're not in New Hampshire. Come on, buddy.
Yeah. We'll send him a corn dog or something down there. This race
maybe some fried shrimp or something.
There you go. This race has been clean and green for quite a while now. Don't have the exact number, but it's been a while since we've had our last caution. About 20 to 30 laps or so.
That's been a good green stretch right here. Garrett Conrass actually pulled out to a 1.5 second lead over Paul Boswell. Boswell still has JJ Day all over his back bumper.
Sorry to cut you off there, and he almost had trouble on the back straightaway. And we've got a guy back here at the back of the pack. Crashed a few times, but we'll go back a little bit off the leaders.
Yeah, we got a great battle with Ty Hester, Parker Henniger, Jason Vanetta, Scott Feroswell. All these guys right here just beating each other's bumpers off right now as Ty Hester moves up into the 4th spot now as he got around Parker Henniger. Gets that spot away from him, but definitely a strong showing Ty Hester here on this long green flag run.
Certainly is, and one guy we cannot keep out of the conversation is JJ Day. Coming up right now, when we complete the next 2 laps, he will have raced 100 laps on the set of tires he's racing on right now, and he still sits 3rd. That's just amazing. He's able to do that. Slow car on the bottom, getting up to speed right now with Gibson.
As the 4-car hits the wall, he was trying to get out of the way of the 98 of JJ Day, and ends up getting way up too high into the marbles. I think he lost it a little bit there, and the lap car there, the 4-car of Adam Blattel, just smacked that wall pretty hard there in 3.
Yeah, another good job saving it right there, though. Got to give it to him for the save. While Garrett Conrad has been in all this traffic, Paul Boswell, that's allowed him to close the gap. Another car in the wall in front of Day. That was Louis Robinetti. Hits the wall again hard that time. My goodness. These leaders are getting intimidated by the, I mean, the lap cars are getting intimidated by the leaders.
I'd be intimidated too. These guys are really hauling the mail right now. Garrett Conrad, Boswell showing his muscle here early on. Like we said, he was back in 15th or so early on in this race, and couldn't get out of where he was at with all the traffic. But some strategy on the pit stop, and here he is.
And he's in some heavy traffic now, and here comes Boswell. Boswell has really started to close the gap. Lap cars on the outside of him. That's Jason Barnes. To a car length, Paul Boswell looking for the lead in the Snowball Derby.
It's amazing you can run all these laps, and these guys are less than half a second from each other, doing a great job.
So Conrath gets a slight break. No lap cars are right in front of him. There's some in front of him, but he's not going to catch him within the next couple of laps, or within the next lap or so. He'll catch him in the next couple of laps. Boswell kind of backed off about 5 car lengths now.
Yeah, every time they get around traffic, Boswell really gets to catch up onto his back bumper, but then once they clear him, it doesn't seem like he has much for him right now. We'll have to see how these later pit stops go, but right now, the 99 of Daniel Vining, he's the next victim, it looks like, for the leader here as he looks to the inside as they come to the stripe. That's going to only put us with 20 cars now in the lead lap here, in lap 109.
Vining gives way to Conrath. He'll give way to Boswell on the back straightaway, and in 3 and 4. 110 laps. 109 laps complete, working on 110 right now. I want to thank everyone that's tuned in tonight, wherever you are in the country or in the world, to listen to us and watch the race live on Noble Network 1. Certainly do appreciate it. If you want to like us on Facebook, all you have to do is search on Facebook and click up there in the search bar, search Noble Motorsport, hit the like button. Certainly do us a favor. Follow us on Twitter at Noble_Network1.
Got some big events coming up here after the holidays there, Ben, with we got the second round of the Triple Crown for the West Pro Series Late Model Division, so that's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be right here live on the network. And, of course, the great truck battle we got going on for the Noble Motorsport Truck Series. 3 races to go, 4 guys, the top 4 guys, only separated by 6 points with 3 races to go. So we got a lot of good things coming up here on the network, so hopefully everyone can tune in for those too.
Yep, another good thing coming up on the network, Andy Kessler's Christmas caroling. Oh, wait, that's not...
The clean version.
Oh, dear. That was funny. Good times. If you want to know what we're talking about, just go back on our YouTube archives and click the most recent radio show.
Quite a hoot.
It was quite a hoot. Always have a good time on the Noble Radio. Always have a good time in the broadcast. What we love to do, and we're glad, like I said, that you've tuned in to join us tonight.
Next time, Rex.
Paul Boswell. I thought he was going to start losing some time there, but now he looks like he's starting to slowly but surely gain in the center of the corners, and then Conrath gets him on exit, and then Boswell will catch him a little bit more, and he'll pull away. And now, haven't talked about him in the past couple laps, but look at the number 98 of J.J. Day. He might be a factor with the lead here in the next couple of laps. He's starting to close back in on him.
Yeah, I'll tell you, that's a grinder right there, and I'm not talking something to eat there. J.J. Day doing a heck of a job with these tires. 117 laps now he's been on these tires here as they cross the line. Has not pitted yet this race. There are a couple other guys that are a little bit further in the pack, but he's the main guy that we've been watching all race long here. Started on the pole tonight and has not pitted, and we've had 3 caution on the speedway right now.
Trying to find the cause of the caution. Not seeing anything at the moment.
Well, pit road's open. Let's see what these leaders do here. It looks like they're all coming in here now. Coming down pit road. One thing to watch out, though, for is that 98 car. He's going to have a lot of it, and it's awfully slow in these cars. Oh, we're going to have a new leader as the race off pit road. Looks like the 85 of Paul Boswell is going to beat the 9 of Garrett Conrath off of pit road.
Oh my. So this is going to shake up some stuff and have a little, almost had a traffic jam on the pit road there. A bunch of guys still on the pit road trying to get as much fuel as they can in these cars. We're gonna step away real quick. Andy Kessler doesn't have any money, so we're gonna have to pay some bills. We'll be right back, right here with live coverage at the 4th annual All Pro Snowball Derby, right here on Noble Network 1.
Does a real race car have a center post? Of course not, and neither should your race rig. The R-Seat Evo V3 with its unique design has no center post. The R-Seat Evo replicates what you would be accustomed to in your daily driver or something you may take to the track. It can accommodate drivers from 4'11" up to over 6'6" tall and is pre-drilled for all of the major wheel manufacturers on the market today. When it comes to performance, look no further than the R-Seat Evo V3. Check out the R-Seat Evo and other sim racing equipment by heading to www.rseat.net.
Hey race fans, it's Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Aflac Ford Fusion with your eye safety tip of the week. Did you know that 90% of eye injuries can be avoided simply by wearing the proper ANSI approved eyewear? More than 1 million Americans have lost some degree of sight due to eye injury. That's a risk that I'm just not willing to take. Go to wileyx.com to find a dealer near you and to learn more about the first premium performance sunglass company whose entire product line meets occupational safety standards. That's
We're back. Pace car pit road, green flag. Paul Boswell leads them down, and we race down into corner number 1 on lap number 24. Boswell takes the lead early. Garrett Conrad slides to the inside, back for 3rd. They'll battle side by side. Ty Hester and Jeff Dillon. Dillon trying to make it work on the outside. Look at Chuck Chambly. Haven't talked about him lately. He's back up to 5th and on the inside looking for 4th.
That he is Chuck Chimley. He's got that inside line on the 52. Jeff Dillon who lost a ton of spots there. And one little slip up right before that round of pit stops. Here he is. They're still battling side by side through 3.
Ty Hester makes a little contact with Garrett Conrad. That was almost big. Very, very slight contact, but it could have been worse. That was for 2nd position. Wasn't able to make the pass. Garrett Conrad still holds on to the 2nd position. One driver starting to make his way up to the field, the number 98, J.J. Day.
Yeah, J.J. Day, because he had not been on pit road all race long, had to sit in there quite a bit longer there to get some more fuel into his car. That's going to put him back a little bit here, as right now he runs in 7th, but don't count him out yet. It's still early on here. We're not even halfway to this event.
Close to halfway, just under 25 laps until halfway for the lead. Garrett Conrad is now on the bumper of Paul Boswell. Before the caution, it was the other way around. Conrad gets that good run off of the corners. He closes up on the straightaways, just not able to do anything heading into the corners.
So you're right. This is where Paul Boswell cannot look in his rearview mirror. He's got to drive the track right now, run his lines, hit his marks, get in that groove, and you'll see him start pulling away. But right now, Conrad still hanging on to 2nd.
Just behind them, Chuck Chambly. He sits 4th in this race. He was close to leading, actually led early in the going. Got around J.J. Day. He's trying to make his way back into the top 3. Day, he sits back there in 7th. He led this race for quite a while. Has been a dominant figure in the early 70 or so laps of this race. He now sits 7th, trying to make his way into the top 5.
Yes, Ty Hester's been that one slow and steady. Started 7th here tonight. Right now, sits 3rd, doing a heck of a job here early in this, well, in the first half of this long race here in New Smyrna.
And that's a very fun thing about the Snowball Derby, Andy. It almost goes through phases. We go through a James Day phase, JJ Day. We go through a Garrett Conrath phase. Now we might be going through a Paul Boswell phase. And it's just unbelievable. Over the 300 laps, how many times the lead will change during this race, or how many times positions will get shuffled. You could have the best car in the field on lap 50, but you could be behind the wall on lap number 270.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what? Leading right now is great. You're up front. You're getting some TV time right here on the network. You're getting your name mentioned a lot. Your sponsors are getting mentioned a lot. But you know what? Like you said, 50 laps from now, Boswell could be the one sitting in 9th right now, and nobody's talking about him. But listen, the all-important lap is lap 300, and that's the one you want to lead. But you got to make it to lap 300 if you want even a chance. So a great job by all these guys. Doing a heck of a job here as we got 14 cars still on the lead lap.
That's a real good amount of cars left to battle this thing out on the lead lap. There's more than that still running on the track. Paul Boswell running up on the lap car of Louis Robinette. He'll get to the inside of him here. Had to check up a little there. Garrett Conrath. Oh, Doug Conrath was going to get in the back of Robinette there for a second. Conrath being patient, but I think he wants to try and get around Boswell.
Hey, like I said, you want to lead as many laps as possible, but the all-important one is that last one, so you got to be patient. We saw Conrath be patient earlier before he got around it.
Caution on the back straightaway. A big crash. One car. My goodness. Louis Robinette. They were trying to get around the lap car, and his car is destroyed. 52 hit the inside wall, flew into the air. Robinette just got too high, hit the wall, overcorrected right in front of Jeff Dillon. Rex Hoyle was involved, as well as Scott Formosa.
Pit road's open, one taker of the lead cars there. That's the 9 of Garrett Conrath, probably coming in to top off, as we're going to have one car. Looks like the 50 is going to be the lucky dog on this time. That'll put 15 back on the lead lap before we get to green.
January 5th, the West Pro Series Late Model Division returns from a much-needed break. It's the second round of the Triple Crown Series presented by Butt Kicker. 300 laps at USA Speedway, broadcasted live on Noble Network 1. Winner of the race will receive a Butt Kicker gaming system. To sign up, all you need to do is head on over to westproseries.com, and you can ask Andy or Carl, anybody that put on the show for the Jags 250. The battle between Mitch Lennon and Cody Thompson in that race was one of the best we've seen in quite a while, and I expect nothing less in the New Year's Bash 363K at US Speedway presented by GoPro. That's January 5th live right here on Noble Network 1. They turn the lights off atop the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car. That means we're set to go. Oh, hang on, lights are still on. Getting too excited there. Ready to go back green flag racing here. Sixth caution of the night. We've had 30 caution laps so far. Probably go ahead and bump that up to 31 now. Now we'll look to turn the lights off and double them up. And scratch that. 30 laps under caution with 6 caution flags waved total. Line up before we go back. Green Flag Racing had 6 lead changes tonight. Paul Boswell is your leader now. Ty Hester, Chuck Chambly, Jason Vanetta, and J.J. Day pace the car to the pit road. And we're back racing. Ty Hester, a real good start. He stays side by side with Paul Boswell headed into corner number 1. He gets a run on the outside. Here comes Ty Hester. He leads to Snowball Derby.
What a heck of a run right there off of turn number 2. He's going to keep that position. Boswell now the battles for third as they almost went 3 wide here with the 25 of Chuck Chambly on the inside. The 37, Vanetta, he rolls up high on the track. That leaves the bottom open for J.J. Day.
Day goes to 4th. Here comes Conrad. Looking to the inside of the 37. Almost makes contact there. Paul Boswell. It really surprised him when Ty Hester took the lead from him on the backstretch. He's trying to get back in his rhythm as Chuck Chambly.
Oh, trouble behind the 8 cars around.
We stay green here at the Snowball Derby. No caution. Boswell gets a piece of the wall. Chambly tags the wall a little bit. Wow, surprised that did not bring out a caution.
I'm very surprised. He got him turned back around. He got a little help from a car there, pushed him around, got himself straightened out, and we're still green flag racing. Here's the 9 car, Garrett Conrad, trying to get around the 37. He's been trying the last couple of laps, even got into the back bumper of him last time through 1 and 2.
That he did, and he looks to do the same here again down at 1 and 2. He closed up his bumper on the front stretch, let out a little bit early there. Conrad gets the run off too. Oh, I thought he almost tagged the wall there. Can't quite get his nose in. For second place, though, here comes Chuck Chambly to the inside of Paul Boswell.
Chambly's got that inside line as they head back into turn number 1. Boswell now stuck to the outside. Hanging tough, though, trying to keep that position. I don't know if it's going to happen, though. Here they are, side by side, heading back into 3 with J.J. Day looking on from behind.
Chambly, almost slides up there. Did they make contact? If not, it was close. Day now gets a bumper on Boswell. He looks to the inside. J.J. Day trying to make it back into the top 3 as Paul Boswell's trying to hang on to the top 5.
He is. He's on that outside lane. 3 cars, 4 cars, 5, 6 cars now lined up to the inside. And Boswell's going to hang tough on the outside. Gets the run on J.J. Day. Paul Boswell with a power move on the outside keeps that 3rd position.
Day, my goodness, was not able to do anything. Paul Boswell might have surprised him there. Conrad almost tried to go around the outside of Day there. He saw Boswell do it. He said, I'm going to try it too. Garrett Conrad on the bumper of J.J. Day. He's looking for the 4th position.
Conrad, who was up and leading a bunch of these laps here just moments ago, pitted when everybody else stayed out here. Now he's all over the back bumper of J.J. Day, trying to get that position away from him, sitting in top 5 right now as they run here, working lap number 153.
37, Jason Vanetta goes way up the track. Guy that's on the run right now, Scott Formosa. He's been involved in 2 cautions, I think, tonight. He sits 6th right now, trying to chase down Garrett Conrad.
That he is, very quietly, very slowly. Here he comes up to the front. Not slowly as speed, but just taking him a long time to get up here to the front. Scott Formosa started 16th, and right now, here he is, sitting 6th, looking for that top 5, as we got a great battle between J.J. Day and Garrett Conrad right in front of him.
That we do. Conrad now looks to the inside. He has a bumper. Here comes Conrad, looking to take the 4th position away. Now he has a half a car, a whole car. Now they're side by side of the line.
Side by side, a little bit of an advantage for Day as they head back into turn number 3. Conrad, though, able to hang with him there. J.J. Day really diving it down in the corner. He's got him cleared now as they head back into 3.
Got Formosa behind him, just doing everything he can just to stay out of him, not to run him over. He looks like he has a real fast car for most of the 2012 All-American 400 winner on the sim side of things. He knows how to do it in these long endurance races, and he's starting to show it here just after halfway.
Formosa now kind of peeks to the inside there on Conrath, not able to make anything happen now. Now Conrath looking back to the inside of JJ Day, not going to happen as they head back into 3. Now Conrath kind of looks to the high side. I'm not sure he even knows which way he wants to go at this point.
I think he's just trying to find a way possibly to get around Day. I look to the inside again here. Formosa tried to stick his no hot. Now he pulls a Kill Crease crossover. Here comes Scott Formosa looking to the inside. That's for 5th.
Yeah, Formosa's got that line now as they head through 3 and 4. Formosa, is he going to be able to make it stick out 4? No. Excuse me, that's off of turn number 2. Back into turn number 3. Conrath able to hang on to that position.
Look at this. Conrath got back around Formosa, and 2 on the outside. Formosa stuck his nose to the high side in 3 and 4, just wasn't able to do anything. Andy, I think as the race goes on and on, that high side's starting to slowly work some rubber up there. Starting to slowly starting to get fast, and now the caution is out. Whoa, right in front of the leaders. Oh my goodness, Conrath.
Wow, that was close.
Did a spectacular job of avoiding that car. That's Daniel Vining in the number 99. And looks like he did have a little help. But he did, I don't know, that's tough. Mark Myers was the other car involved. Looked like Vining was kind of coming down the track when Myers was trying to stick his nose in. Myers got a piece of the inside wall. Both those cars have a little bit of damage. But tell you what, Garrett Conrath needs to be awarded the Hands of the Race award right there after avoiding that car. He thought the car was going to go high, decided to go low, and my goodness, inches separated Conrath from being taken out of the Snowball Derby.
Oh yeah, caution number 7 here. Most, if not all, the leaders came down pit road here, at least to top off, if not get some tires. Looks like Paul Boswell, he's going to do a great job. His pit crew again here as they're coming off. It looks like he's going to come off 3rd. We got drag race for the lead. It looks like the 25, Chuck Chambly's going to beat him off pit road.
Oh boy. So Chuck Chambly might be able to get the lead here. One driver stayed out. Parker Henniger. Henniger is the only driver that stayed out. Our producer, we're not supposed to tell you this, but I am anyways, Andy. Our producer stepping away from the buttons.
What?
Yeah, stepping away from the buttons.
How do you do that?
To go get something to eat.
I stepped away from the buttons on the radio show, man, and we all know where that got me.
You weren't there to press the bleep button.
Yeah, exactly.
Telling you, if you haven't heard it yet, you need to go check it out on YouTube. Just watch the whole thing. The whole thing's a good show, but you'll hear what we're talking about as far as bleep goes. And if you're a good Christian person, don't do it.
Listen, hey, you know, I messed up. At least I didn't play the whole thing through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I cut it off.
Well, you didn't even fade out. You just cut it off.
Oh yeah.
At least that little fade out.
I came back and I was like, whoa, whoa, and I just hit the button. I'm like, this isn't right. Oh, geez, I felt so bad, but you know, I saved the day with Dominic the Donkey. How about that?
No, that was a good song. I have never. Well, anyways, I won't sing it, but Dominic the Donkey. That is a very heartwarming and inspirational song.
It absolutely is. The lights are off on the pace car here, so we're getting ready to go back green. Parker Henniger stayed out. He's going to lead us back to the green, but Chuck Chambly beat everybody off pit road. He's going to start on the outside here.
Outside's been a good place to start on the restart. Pace car to pit road. Green flag back in the air. Chambly not able to hold on to the outside of the leader. Here comes Hester looking to the inside. Hester took the lead on the back straight away the last time. Can he do the same here? He looks to the inside for the lead in 3 and 4. Does Hester have a nose? He does. Oh, almost makes a little contact there. Back behind. Boswell gets a little bump. They're scrambling behind.
There were 3 wide at one point back there for 5th place, but Hester now looking for the lead. He's going to get it off on turn number 2 as Parker Henniger is going to fall back all the way to 3rd.
Ty Hester takes the lead once again in the Snowball Derby. Parker Henniger, don't think it was a good idea to stay out in that caution because he's going to continue falling back as Vanetta almost gives him the bumper there. He does give him the bumper there, and he's stacking up the field behind him. Here comes Vanetta looking to the inside.
Vanetta's going to have the inside, going to take that advantage right now as J.J. Day looks the inside also. He's going to get the advantage on Henniger now as they come off of turn number 4. Boswell now looking behind. He's going to try to take advantage. Oh, and J.J. Day almost gets into the Vanetta there right in front of him, but the guy's able to hang on to it and keep it straight.
That could have been real big in front of the whole field right there. But good drivers right there. Jason Vanetta and J.J. Day kept it from happening. Top 3 tail to nose up front. Good battle for the lead. Back behind them, 2 cars. Jason Vanetta and J.J. Day trying to pull away. Paul Boswell's all there at his lonesome, and then it's a gaggle of cars from there on back. For the lead, though, Chuck Chambly was all over the rear bumper of Hester. I thought he might have had something for him on the back stretch. He'll try again in 3 and 4.
Yeah, Hester kind of running a little higher of a line than everybody else here. Kind of that second groove. Definitely working it in here, but that leaves the inside open there. As Chambly looked to the inside again. Couldn't make it work on the backstretch.
I'm loving these 2 lines starting to come into play here. Hester really making that outside work. Chambly's rolling the inside good. Scott Formosa behind him just experimenting with both of them.
Yeah, Formosa, we talked about him very slowly and patiently making his way up to the front. Here he is, top 3, now with a chance to make something happen here with only about 126 laps to go here in this one tonight.
Almost unbelievable. Yeah, this time by 125 laps remaining in the 4th annual All-Pro Snowball Derby. And this has gone by quick. Oh! Jason Vanetta is into the wall. No caution. That car's destroyed. I don't think he's going to be able to make it around.
Yeah, he's damaged. He's on the outside. Him and J.J. Day got into it there heading into turn number 3. Not sure if the 37 even knew he was looking to the inside, but looks like kind of turned around. As for Mosa now, he loses it off of turn 4. Keeps it straight, though. He's still in 3rd.
Vanetta still on the track. He's coming to the pits now. He saw his Snowball Derby go up in smoke down in corner number 3 and 4. We're still green. Here in the Snowball Derby, Chambly had a nose on Hester, and Hester cut him off and won.
Now you do that too many times, you're going to end up putting yourself into the wall there. Hester now chooses that bottom line there, trying to block Chambly from getting anywhere underneath him. But Hester likes that high side in 1 and 2, but the problem is Chambly gets a nose on the inside, and it could spell trouble here.
It could.
Formosa now into the wall off of 2 there.
Yeah, everybody's been bouncing off the walls, and I'm liking what Hester's doing. I'm liking his line. Entering the corner high and getting the thing slowed down, turning low so he can have that real good run off. And it's working for him now because he's been able to pull away from Chuck Chambly, but now Chambly's starting to close that gap back up.
Guys, just has been some great battles up front for the lead here all night long. Early on, J.J. Day was able to pull away and just get away from everybody. But then slowly, once the field kind of got settled in, they started reeling him in and catching him up. But we've seen it all race long now. Whoever's out front, that guy in 2nd, 3rd, you know, they're able to hang with these guys. And it's going to be a heck of a battle here.
Once again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight, wherever you are in the country, wherever you are in the world. Right here, tuning in at NobleNetwork1.com for live coverage of the 4th annual Snowball Derby. We also want to thank the presenting sponsors of this broadcast. This broadcast is brought to you by Montgomery Motor Speedway. Montgomery Motor Speedway will be back with a bang in 2014. 3 Southern Super Series dates, the XR1 Pro Cup, and many other exciting divisions will race around the famed half-mile medium-banked oval west of Montgomery, Alabama. For more information, visit their website at montgomeryspeedway.com. Gravel Motorsports, motorsports lifestyle apparel and design proud sponsor of the 2014 All-Pro Overdrive Tour. 12 races spanning the 2014 season to crown an All-Pro League champion. To learn more, head on over to facebook.com/Gravel Motorsports. Chambly has kind of fallen off of Hester for the time being. He's still within striking distance if Hester makes a mistake. Formosa's still there. J.J. Day and Paul Boswell round out the top 5. I think any of these guys still have a chance at it tonight, even if we were to go green for the rest of the race. Highly doubtful, but anything can happen in the Snowball Derby.
You're absolutely right. One guy I've been watching here who went really fast early on, but it's kind of settled back into where he's at, is the 9 car, Garrett Conrath. Really hasn't done much here in these last couple restarts, and you know, just having trouble getting going right now, and finds himself back there right now, sitting in 7th. You know, definitely not out of it. Definitely has a fast car here tonight, but he's going to need something to get some track position here.
Got a gaggle of caution is out. Caution is out for the number 9 there. I'm sorry. I heard number 9, and it's going to be for the 37 of Jason Vanetta. Sorry for confusing the people, or you guys watching. It's not the number 9 car, it's the 9th caution. Jason Vanetta in the 37 is the car that looped it around on the front straightaway, single car incident. And he kept it off the wall.
Well, pit road's open, leaders are back in, topping off with fuel, maybe getting some fresh tires here. We'll see who has the fast one off of pit road.
Well, I heard 9 and it wasn't even correct, so... Caution number 8 of the night. We're all confused tonight. It's the ocean breeze. That's what we'll blame it on tonight. We did go to Dave Washington's house just down the road though earlier, and he fed us hamburgers, so they could have been spiced with something. You never know. Caution number 8 here at New Smyrna Speedway. Let's head to a quick commercial break. When we get back, we'll run you through a official standing order for the lineup for the restart.
Did your little storm knock out the power? Well, excuse me for not noticing.
Hate to disappoint you, old man Winter. Better luck next time.
If the power goes out, your Generac standby generator goes on, automatically.
Down trees? Flash floods? Is that all you've got?
Stand up to the threat of outages with Generac, and never feel powerless.
Welcome back to New Smyrna Beach, Florida for the 4th annual All-Pro Snowball Derby. Coverage presented by Montgomery Motor Speedway and Gravel Motorsports. And we were going to get the green flag this time, but the caution lights have just come back on. Having some problems with the lineup. Driver we haven't talked about much tonight, Chase Spradlin, will restart this thing in the lead. They led a few laps under the caution, so we'll look at the top 5 right now, presented by Montgomery Motorsports Speedway. Montgomery Speedway, Jesus. Having a tough time tonight. Ty Hester sits second, J.J. Day is third, Paul Boswell fourth, and Chuck Chambly falls all the way back to fifth with Scott Formosa outside the top 5. He's sixth. Pace car looking to the pit road. Spradlin's going to lead him to the green. There it is. We're back racing.
Spradlin's going to get a little bit of a jump there, Ben, on the restart. But look at Hester trying that outside line he did a couple times ago. There they are, side by side, heading back into 3.
Day had a chance to make it 3 wide there. Boswell puts the bumper to Day. Day goes low. He's sideways off 4. Spradlin loses the lead. Ty Hester takes it in. J.J. Day now trying to work the outside.
J.J. Day now does a crossover. He's looking to the inside of Spradlin. He's got that advantage there as they head back into turn number 3. Boswell's going to get around him also. Now here comes the 25 of Chuck Chambly.
Big gaggle of cars behind them, and if they keep racing like this, we haven't seen our final caution yet, because these guys are really racing hard, and we've still got over 100 laps to go.
Whoa, that 75 of Spradlin just got a little bumper there from Chuck Chambly heading back into turn number 1. Definitely on those older tires, he's holding things up right now as the pack is really getting bunched up right behind him.
A snarling pack of cars racing through corner number 3 as 1 and 2. Chambly on the outside. He says, I don't have any time to waste. And he's going to try and work his way around Spradlin. He'll do so on the outside. So does Garrett Conrad. Here comes Formosa trying to do the same.
Now that's where those fresh tires are going to be advantages. Oh, we almost have a touch in there too. How about turn number 2? Formosa almost gets a bumper from the 83 of Benefield. But yeah, the 75 Spradlin, those old tires definitely showing up now here as he just keeps dropping, losing a spot, at least a spot a lap.
For the lead, James Day looking to the inside. Puts a little bumper there almost. J.J. Day trying to get it done here, and he's trying to take the lead again in the Snowball Derby. Caution is out. Big crash off of corner number 4. Chase Spradlin, one of the cars, and that's no surprise. People really getting impatient with him there. That time it was the 24. Putting the bumper, that was Alan Young. Spradlin was just never able to catch it, and William Karp gets a piece of it, defending Snowball Derby champion.
Yeah, the defending champs had a real tough time this race here early on. Just got stuck on the outside. Cars kept going around him and around and around him. Came down pit road. The crew took too long, went down a lap. He's never been able to recover here. The rest of the way, sits 17th, 1 lap down right now, and so William Karp, last year's defending champ here, having some troubles.
Pits were open. Ty Hester decided to go down, give up the lead. He gives it up to J.J. Day. Now Day will take the lead. Paul Boswell will be second. Chuck Chambly, that leaves him in third. At the line this time, it'll be 95 laps to go in the Snowball Derby. This is now our 9th caution of the night at New Smyrna Speedway. We need to head to a quick commercial break, so we'll be right back right here on Noble Network 1.
Montgomery Motor Speedway is getting ready for the 2014 season. Get ready for some fast-paced, hardcore racing action that you will ever see in your life. See the return of the Southern Super Series presented by Sunoco with drivers like Augie Grill, Bubba Pollard, Hunter Robbins, and more. Plus, see the return of the X1R Pro Cup Series as well as all your favorite local divisions. To find out more on how you can be a part of some of the wildest racing action in Alabama, log on to MontgomerySpeedway.com today.
Welcome back to New Smyrna Speedway and the All-Pro 4th Annual Snowball Derby. J.J. Day just took the lead, didn't look back at the early part of this race, early 70 or so laps. He's just now made his way back up to the lead, and I'm going to go out on a whim, Andy, and I think that that number 98 has kind of faded throughout the race. I don't think he was as good as he was at the beginning of this thing, and Paul Boswell's going to be the outside of him. Chuck Chambly, Garrett Conrath, who we've talked quite a bit of tonight. He'll start 4th, and Adam Benefiel. He was so close to snagging the lead earlier in this race. He'll round out the top 5 as we turn the lights off.
Now we got Peanut Gallery putting their 2 cents in, saying that the 98, they got their money on the 98. He has been probably I would say the most consistent one of the race, Ben. Always in the top 5 all race long. Led a ton of laps there at the beginning, and here he is again, about to send the field back to the green flag.
That he is. He'll take him to the green. Pace car to pit road. J.J. Days in the gas. We're back racing. Boswell's back in the gas too. They take the inside line, heading into 1.
Top 2 are able to get a good restart. Here's the 80. Has trouble behind off of turn number 2. That's going to stack the field up. They're going to go 3 wide, back into 3.
They get everything sorted out. Clean and green. 1 lap after the restart. They're still battling hard, though, down in corner number 1. Chad Williams. Haven't talked much of him. He takes the inside away from Garrett Conrath. He's trying to make his way into the top 5.
That just opened the window for the 52 of Jeff Dillon to get himself back in. There's a 25. It's loose. That's Chambly off of turn number 4. Now he's side by side with the 83 of Benefiel off of 2.
Benefiel will take it on the outside. He hasn't cleared heading into 3. Benefiel makes the pass on the outside. Now he's looking to chase down Boswell and Day.
And now Williams looking to the inside of Chambly. That's in turn number 1 and 2. He's got a nose in there as they head off side by side now down the back straightaway.
3 and 4. Williams has half a car. Now a full car off of corner number 4 at the line. Does he have a nose? No, almost did. And corner number 1, he'll try and make that bottom side work again. Chambly, though, has a run on the outside. Oh, he almost tags the wall there. Still side by side for 4th.
Side by side for 4th with Jeff Dillon looking on at this great battle right in front of him, trying to figure out which way to go. And right now, Williams having a tough time with that inside line, getting around Chambly.
That he is. They're still side by side. They've been like this for the past 2-3 laps. Behind them, they're side by side as well. That's Jeff Dillon and Ty Hester. Hester's trying to make his way back up to the field.
Hester's been that one guy that we really see dominate that outside line. Here's the 31.
Whoa.
Now gets loose, gets bottlenecked up. He's going to set the field back there as now Chumley looks like he's going to have him cleared. No, here comes Williams again on the inside.
Ty Hester might actually go out on a whim. He's ready to go. He might go to the 3rd line up there just to see if he can do anything. He's still on the outside of Dillon. Dillon's not giving up on the inside. Williams is not giving up, and Chambly's not giving an inch either.
What a great battle, and all this going on for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Right now, caution back out.
Caution is out right in front of the leaders. Look out. My goodness.
What a move by Split Neck. Woohoo! Some great driving by these drivers.
Forrest Craig is the driver that's turned sideways up there, and he was having internet issues when it looks like James Day might have made contact with him. No. He just hit the wall on the front straightaway hard, and tell you what, other place in iRacing, that would have been 7 cars total right there, but these guys did a fantastic job. Or avoiding Forrest Gregg, excuse me.
Yeah, he did a great job. Just, you know what, lost control, locked it up, and just stayed there. Didn't move, let these guys go around him, and they did a great job. Just, you know, these cars are battling side by side, 2 rows deep, and then just all of a sudden you see them parting the seas.
So, Caution out for the 10th time here in the Snowball Derby. Just over 80 laps. We'll go ahead and get a few more plugs in here before we go back racing. This broadcast tonight is brought to you by Gravel Motorsport. Montgomery Motor Speedway will be back with a bang in 2014. 3 Southern Super Series and many other. For more information, visit their website at MontgomerySpeedway.com. And I want to apologize for me cutting out right there. My button is my push.
I was just pulling the cord on you.
Yeah, they do that quite often. Gravel Motorsports, Motorsports Lifestyle Apparel and Design, proud sponsor of the 2014 Overdrive Tour. 12 races spanning the full 2014 to crown an All-Pro League champion. To learn more, head over to facebook.com/Gravel Motorsports.
I knew we shouldn't have let these kids up in the booth here. They're playing around with these wires on you, Ben.
Yeah, well, where's the daycare when you need it? We'll send them all to Dave's house, just down the road. Oh boy, let's just. I'm glad. Sometimes it's good for the viewers to know what we're talking about on Whispers. Sometimes it's not. Oh dear. We'll turn the lights off on the iRacing.com Ford Mustang Pace Car. It'll be 78 laps to go in the 4th annual Snowball Derby. Doesn't sound like a bunch, but it is quite a bit of racing left here at New Smyrna Speedway.
Yeah, we still got 15 cars on the lead lap. William Karp back on the lead lap finally.
Defending Snowball Derby champion. Pace car to pit road. Day in the gas. Boswell caught sleeping. And now he's going to be in the battle for second place already. Head down into corner number 1.
Off turn number 2, he's got the Adam Benefield all over his inside bumper there. Still got a nose on the inside. Boswell not able to come down on the bottom line. They're side by side off of 4.
Benefield gets the run off 4, trying to get around Boswell. Once again, this is for the second position. And while they're side by side racing, J.J.
Trouble right behind him is 78 car. Way off. He's coming back up track.
Big crash on the right straightaway.
75 of Chase Spradlin, man, just lost it off of turn number 2 there, and then tried to correct it, overcorrected, coming back up the track. Man, that could have been worse, a lot worse than what it was.
Everybody avoided him. The 51 had some very slight contact, but other than that, good job by everybody. Spradlin only made slight contact with the inside wall. There wasn't slight contact, pretty good hit, but nothing that'll damage their total the car, I don't think. So that benefits Paul Boswell tremendously because he had a horrible restart. Now he'll get to try it again on this coming restart.
A great race, Ben. 75 laps to decide this thing. A lot of these guys can make it on fuel. It's a matter of tires, if they want to give up track position or not. Boswell sneaks and looks and fakes to go down pit road, but yeah, these top guys staying out right now and choosing track position right now over tires.
I want to thank all of you for tuning in tonight here on Noble Network 1. If you'll look below, if you're watching on the Noble Network 1 live page. If you'll look just below the live viewing window, there's a chat box. Log in with a nickname. You can chat with each other, chat with Andy Kessel. He might stick around. Tell us where you're watching the race from tonight. We want to know. Very interested to know where you're watching the 4th Annual Snowball Derby. You can also log in on the Twitch chat and tell us where you're watching from the Twitch chat as well. We'll give you a shout out if time allows. Gonna double them up right now though and turn the lights off on the pace car. It'll be 71 laps remaining when we put the hammer down. JJ Day, still your leader. Paul Boswell restarts second. We'll see if he can do a better job on this restart than the last one. Pace car to pit road. Here we go. Slightly better restart from Boswell, but it's going to be close. He'll be able to clear Benefield. Now Williams is battling on the outside of Benefield. Chad Williams trying to take the 3rd position away.
He's trying side by side as they head back into Warren. Williams on the outside over Benefield. That outside line, like I said earlier, the one guy is the one right behind him there, the 68 of Ty Hester. He's been the one to really make that outside line work, but right now, Chad Williams hanging tough.
Williams is trying to make it work. Williams tagged the wall a little bit there. He has to try and line back, get back in the inside. Now he hits the wall on the front straightaway, overcorrected. Oh my, and now his Snowball Derby chances just went up in smoke right there. Slope car on the backstretch on the inside of the track. That's Jeff Faulkner. We're still green. Didn't quite catch everything my producer said, but we want to thank you for tuning in from Missouri and North Carolina. Have some viewers tuning in from all over the country tonight. Oh, Scott Formosa hard into the wall on the backstretch. And the number 80. That allows Jeff Dillon to get to the inside of him. That was for 7th position. Formosa, just a couple of laps ago, we thought he was going to have a chance to win the Snowball Derby. Now he's fallen back. JJ Day in a world of his own. At the line this time, margin separating Day and Boswell, just under 0.7 of a second. And clean air, we've seen it tonight, Andy. Clean air is crucial here in the Snowball Derby.
Absolutely. Give a quick shout out to Robert. He's watching from Big Stone Gap, Virginia. We also got Dante C., who's watching from Murphy, North Carolina. So a great viewing here all over the country, and hoping that everybody enjoying tonight's event because, man, these guys are put on a heck of a race.
Yep, glad everybody's tuning in. If you're not used to watching the sim racing kind of stuff, well, hopefully we've turned your head tonight. This stuff is real fun, and it's a blast to call, blast to commentate, and as you've seen tonight, a blast to watch. And we hope we'll see you for many shows to come. Buy you a wheel, get you iRacing, try it out yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Stops car on the inside of the front straightaway. He's now stopped on the inside of corner number 1. I'm trying to get a number. That's Forrest Gregg in the 126. He's slowly picking up speed now. There's definitely something wrong with the Forrest Gregg machine.
There is right now a battle for third, though, heating up. The 25 of Chambly looking to the inside of Benefil. Here they are coming off turn number 4. Chambly's going to have the advantage here with, looks like, the 9 car of Conrad looking on from behind.
Whoa, and they almost make contact in their front straightaway. Almost make contact in the center of turn. Chuck Chambly.
Chambly doing a heck of a job right now on that inside, hanging tough, but that 83 of Adam Benefield doing a great job on the outside. Chambly now off at turn number 2, going to have him clear, but that leaves the inside line open for Garrett Conrad. He takes the position away from Adam Benefield also. Now he wants something and get into that top 3. Back a little bit further, you got Ty Hester. He's in a battle right now with the 80 car, Scott Formosa. Formosa to the inside. Looks like they make slight contact here. Hester a little bit loose up the corner. He's going to lose a position. Move Formosa up to 6 now. He's going to set his sights trying to get in that top 5 behind those guys, though. Still a great battle, side by side off of 2.
Get back single file now. Formosa gets loose off of corner number 4 there. So, Chuck Chambly up to 3rd. Conrath to 4th. Do these guys have enough time to chase down and pass J.J. Day and Paul Boswell?
I know those front 2 guys looking pretty strong right now here, Ben. Boswell hanging tough, kind of maintaining his position, his gap right now from J.J. Day. But, man, this seems like that 98 car, when he gets up front, he's a tough guy to catch and pass.
Yep. Here comes Formosa. He gets around Benefield. Formosa, he smacked the wall a few laps ago. And we thought he wasn't even going to have a chance to get back into the top 5, and here he is. He's on the run.
He is on the run, back in the top 5 for Formosa. Now he's going to set his sights, trying to get around Conrath and Chambly.
So, 50 laps to go in the Snowball Derby. Have we seen our final caution? Have we seen the final restart? Have we seen the final lead change? We'll have to wait and see. Scott Formosa, this guy, I think, on the track right now has one of the fastest machines. He is really starting to come through the field. He's on the bumper of Conrath right now. Conrath is on the bumper of Chambly. Good race for 3rd. Here comes Conrath. He sticks his nose in. Almost slides up. Conrath, he hits it. Conrath around on the front straightaway. Caution is out. Oh my. Another car around. That's Kobe Franklin in the wall. Holy cow, are you kidding me? Wow. That's unbelievable.
I guess the only benefit right there for Conrad was a caution came out. Now he'll be able to come down and get some tires, but and maybe salvage himself a decent top 5 finish here tonight. 45 laps to go here when they come back around. Pit road will be open. We'll see if any of these leaders are going to gamble and give away some of that track position that they have. 14 cars on the lead lap. William Carp will get the lucky dog here. So here come the leaders now. Pit road is open.
Looks like everybody is going to come down, maybe. Few drivers stay out.
Now the question is, do you take 2? Do you take 4? Do you load it up with fuel? What do you do?
Oh boy. The strategy games begin in the Snowball Derby. Ty Hester is out front. Oh my, Scott Formosa comes out of the pit second. Boswell third. JJ Day, Chambly, Dillon, Denmark. Looks like Faulkner might have a speeding penalty. No, he's a couple laps down. Sorry about that. Adam Benefield will get you a full lineup here in just a moment when everything cycles around. But oh my goodness.
That Vade, he stayed out, Ben.
Yeah.
A little bit of a strategy there, some gamble there for the 84 car. So this late in the going here, getting close to about the 40 laps to go here. So, man, these guys are pushing the buttons now. Now's the time to take a chance if you need to.
Well, Vadi, this could be a smart decision. If we have caution after caution after caution, these next couple of restarts or next restart or so, he might be in a good seat here as we're on caution number 12 here. Had some unexpected action on pit road. Forrest Gregg spun it under caution, hit the wall, and sat there for quite some time. Now he's just coming back into the pits, and I don't know. It was crazy almost. Anyways, we'll turn the lights off. On the pace car, Matt Vadi leads them to the green flag. 41 laps to go. Is this the final restart in the Snowball Derby?
Vadi does a great job, stacks the field up there. Probably the only way he's going to get away from Hester, especially with Hester on that outside line.
Oh!
As they touch behind him, they're 3 wide of a 2.
Chambly made contact with Day. Did Dillon trying to look to the inside? Didn't work. For the lead, Ty Hester leads the Snowball Derby.
Power move on the outside. He's been doing it all night long now. Hester pulling away from second as now Formosa's looking for second. He's going to make it happen as he gets to the inside of Matt Vadi right now.
Formosa takes second away. Here comes Boswell. He'll take third away. Back behind them. It's
Trouble car around the 83.
Adam Benefield. Caution is out. 13th time tonight. And that was a very, very weird spin. No other cars were involved. Whew. Okay.
Craziness, man. We keep having injuries. I'm going to have no voice left by the time this thing's over with.
So, we're going to head to a quick commercial break right here live on No Bull Network 1. We'll be right back.
Hey race fans, it's Carl Edwards, driver of the number 99 Aflac Ford Fusion with your eye safety tip of the week. Did you know that 90% of eye injuries can be avoided simply by wearing the proper ANSI approved eyewear? More than 1 million Americans have lost some degree of sight due to eye injury. That's a risk that I'm just not willing to take. Go to wileyx.com to find a dealer near you and to learn more about the first premium performance sunglass company whose entire product line meets occupational safety standards. That's wileyx.com. Wiley X. Safety never looks so good.
I felt it all at the hall, where it's a cool 33 degrees.
We experienced it all at the hall, where my son became the fastest man ever.
I relived it all at the hall, where my grandson asked me, "Did you really do all that?"
Experience high-octane fun during NASCAR Hall of Fame's Cure for the Common Summer, presented by Coca-Cola.
We're back here at Noble Network 1.
I felt...
Lights still on the pace car. And I tell you what. Oh my goodness, almost had a contact right there with Colby Franklin. I tell you what. Andy, after a restart like that, like you said, I'm not going to have a voice. Neither are you if we have another one.
At least
like
we don't have
that.
a broadcast tomorrow.
Yeah.
We might have to decline.
Yeah. Ty Hester is your leader. Scott Formosa, 40 laps ago, or right at 40, 50 laps ago, we didn't think he would have a chance to win the Snowball Derby. Now he sits second. Matt Votty, he sits third. He is on old tires. Paul Boswell started out the race way back in the back of the pack. Jumped up there on an early pit stop. He's been there ever since. Chuck Chambly hasn't really made a bunch of moves up around at the lead, but we'll see what he can do now. Pace car to pit road. 33 laps to go. Green flag. Oh, big flag. J.J. Day gets turned on the start, and now his Snowball Derby chances go up in smoke.
There's a whole bunch of smoke right there, Ben.
This is the Snowball Derby, and anything can happen just like that right there. Holy cow. I don't think I've seen anything like that before in my life. Good machines taken out right there, and Alan Young in the 24 putting on a smoke show on the back straightaway, smoking up New Smyrna Beach, Florida.
Yeah, just trying to get the mosquitoes over there. That's what.
Yeah.
A little muggy here tonight, you know, so they're he's just doing what he can to help out. He's got the race fans in mind, man. That's what he's got.
Yep. It's always a good thing. So, we're coming to 30 laps to go right now. And, oh my. Went fairly clean throughout the most part of this race.
Yeah, the middle stages are real good.
Yeah, here in these final 100 laps, these guys are starting to realize it's coming to the end. They're starting to realize that if they want to win the Snowball Derby, they've got to go, and they've got to go now. And that's why we're seeing all these pileups. I tell you what, this is going to be exciting either way.
I'd be surprised. I'm kind of curious why Ty Hester has not chosen the outside lane on these restarts, Ben. The guy can just get it done on that outside, especially on these restarts, and he's proven it time and time and time again here tonight. Really can just hammer that throttle. That car's set up real nice for him.
Certainly is. Scott Formosa, if Hester does not choose the outside, he'll be on the outside again. We've seen him make a few passes on the outside. He's also been on the inside. He was back when, I can't even remember who was battling for the lead, I think Chambly and Hester. He was just all over the place behind him trying to find out which line was the fastest, inside or outside. So I think he can drive either lane if need be. Matt Votty, we haven't talked much, if any, of him tonight. He sits third. We don't think he's going to be a factor in this thing if it goes green because of the fact that he is on old tires. Paul Boswell, he's been an inside line guy. Chuck Chambly, he's been an inside line guy, but we saw him battle Chad Williams so hard way back a couple laps ago on the outside. So a bunch of these guys can really work the inside and outside if need be.
Oh, listen, at this point of the race, Ben, man, I'll ride on the wall if I have to get it done. I mean, this is for the Snowball Derby.
It's Certainly is, as the lights go off on the iRacing.com Ford Mustang pace car. Be 26 laps remaining in the 4th annual Snowball Derby. Ty Hester, Scott Formosa, Matt Votty, Paul Boswell, Chuck Chambly, as we stack them up 2 by 2 by 2. Green flag. Formosa didn't get off the line good. He beats with body hit down into corner number 1. But here comes Formosa on the outside. Chambly makes contact. A big crash. A terrible crash on the back straightaway. Garrett Conrath involved.
Boswell, he was involved also. Looks like he can't even get his car to steer right now.
Oh my goodness. And just as we thought we were going to have a good finish, they begin to drop like flies. Wow. That was unbelievable. Chambly just got up into Boswell, and they both got sideways. And my goodness. Now there's, my goodness, this is the Snowball Derby, and this is what we get. Guys trying to get everything they can. Some of the top names in this race just got taken out right there. Now let's look at the top 5. Nothing changes between Ty Hester and Scott Formosa and Matt Votty. But then we go back to Garrett Metz. Haven't talked about him. Chad Williams, we talked about him quite a bit.
He's had flashes of brilliance, yep.
Yeah, when we was talking with Chuck Chambly, but he hasn't really been able to really get up into the top 5 and stay there, but now he sits 5th. Adam Benefiel, he has just been from the front to the back to the front to the back. We've talked about him quite a bit tonight too, but he's up there now. 7th, William Sharp. William Karp. He was
last year's champ was a lap down for most of this race, man. Here he is, like his 3rd lucky dog a couple cautions ago. Here he is sitting 7th. A chance to get a top 5, maybe even back up his win from last season.
Yep. And if he was able to do that, he'd be the first driver in the history of the online Snowball Derby to win back-to-back. Like I said in my opening spiel before the green flag, patience, courage, and perseverance is what it takes to win this race. We're going to see who has that in the last 20 laps of the Snowball Derby. No time to waste. If you're gonna win, you're gonna have to go to the front right now. And I build up, and they turn the lights.
Can't go now.
I build up, and they turn the lights on.
Yeah, the field wasn't quite caught up there in the back, kind of mixed up. Everybody trying to get in the right spot here, so we'll go around one more time. 20 to go.
20 to go now. Now it'll be 19 to go. We'll get a quick plug in before we go. Gravel Motorsports Lifestyle Apparel and Design, proud sponsor of the 2014 All-Pro Overdrive Tour. 12 races spanning the full 2014 season. To learn more, head on over to Gravel Motorsports, Facebook.com/Gravel Motorsports. Excuse me. Pace car now down pit road. Hester in the gas. Wastes no time. Surprise the field. Formosa has body cleared. Heading into corner number 1.
We had everybody but Formosa fooled on that restart. Now they're nose to tail for the lead. Look at the 54, Garrett Metz now. He's all over the back bumper looking for second.
beating the bumper off Formosa. Garrett Metz comes out of nowhere. He takes second position down in 1 and 2. He's looking to lead the Snowball Derby.
He is, but he's going to have to get by Formosa. Formosa with a great run on that outside is going to get that position. Whoa, here they come now. Matt Votti's looking for the inside of Metz. Not going to make it happen as they head to turn 1.
Does Scott Formosa have anything for Ty Hester? He's going to try and chase him down. Garrett Metz smacks the wall on the back straightaway. Formosa's running him down. Oh, Chad Williams around. A big crash behind him. Chuck Chambly involved. And William Karp is around as well.
Woo! 15 this time at my band. This is going to be a great little shootout to the end. 54 car of Garrett Metz. I don't know where he's come from, but man, does he have a fast car here in the late going.
Certainly does, and oh my goodness. Caution is out for William Karp, and Chad Williams made a little contact. Williams spun around. Chambly got into him. They wadded up down in corner number 4. So, whew. All right, so we only got 14 laps left on our voices here, so I think we might be good. I tell you what, this is unbelievable so far, these past 100 laps.
Just excitement all around, Ben. You don't know what's going to happen. We saw all these great cars up front over the last few cautions get knocked out of this race. Unfortunate, but it happened. You just don't know what's going to happen until that checker flag's thrown. And right now we got Ty Hester, who's been very strong on these restarts. Definitely on that high side. He's leading this thing right now. He's going to be a tough cookie to get around. Formosa and Metz, they got their work cut out for him.
Formosa, though, on that little stint we had, once he got around Metz, or once he got clear of Metz, he was really starting to chase him down. So I'm going to be interested to see what Formosa has up his sleeve, as we're going to get the green flag with right at 10 to go left in the Snowball Derby. I tell you what,
8 cars on the lead lap too now, Ben. Kind of lost a few there over the last couple cautions, but it looks like Adam Blattel's getting the wave around, so that'll leave 8 here on this restart, Mike in the lead lap.
Tell you what, Andy, we've called a countless number of races, and we say this quite often. I mean, there's been some good races in our careers, but this is right up there at the top of them. This 4th annual Snowball Derby, there's just been so much action around this half mile all the time in this 300-lapper event so far tonight.
No, you're going to get that 29 cars here on the lead lap, or not on the lead lap, but 29 cars in this race here. And it's such a small track, half-mile track, and we're going to get it done right here, 11 to go.
5.5 miles to go in the Snowball Derby. Who's going to win it? Green flag. Formosa gets caught sleeping. And now here comes Metz on the inside, looking to take second away in corner number 1 and 2.
Metz has the advantage right now. Half a car length as they head back into turn number 3. Metz, it looks like he's going to have him cleared up forward. No, here comes Formosa.
Bonnie gets loose behind. 83 gets a bump from Denmark. Metz and Formosa battling side by side. Formosa power move. Caution is out. And oh my, 51. Kobe Franklin goes around.
Whew, I don't know how many more of these restarts I can survive that.
My goodness.
I feel my heart rate going up. I don't know. I need to take some medication or something.
So I think the caution actually came out for the 4 car of Adam Blattel. The 51 spun trying to get slowed down. Now comes a question of not who's going to get to the checkered flag first. Not sure the ruling here at All Pro, But as we know, iRacing.com Motorsport Simulations, for some unknown reason to God, does not have green-white checkers implemented into this most realistic simulator in the world.
I don't think they have it just because they know you don't like it that they don't have it.
Yeah. but if we don't race it to the checkered flag and the caution comes out, question is who will be the leader when the caution flies. If it does, I'm saying if it does, who will be leading if the caution comes out, or who will be leading when the checkered flag flies. 7 to go in the Snowball Derby. You hear the silence there. Andy and I is just catching our breath.
Just getting ready for it.
Letting our heart rate go down. I don't know about Andy, but I've went through about a bottle of honey this whole race, trying not to strain my voice too much. Yeah, honey helps your voice.
I'm eating a bag of peanut M&Ms. Let's go.
Let's get a quick plug-in for Montgomery Motor Speedway. Montgomery Motor Speedway will be back with a bang in 2014. 3 Southern Super Series dates, the XR1 Pro Cup Series, and many other exciting divisions will race around the famed half-mile medium-baked oval west of Montgomery, Alabama. For more information, you can visit their website at Montgomery Speedway. You can also check them out on Facebook. Just search Montgomery Motor Speedway. Let's look at the Montgomery Motor Speedway top 5 as they sit right now, and as we get set for the restart. By the way, at the line, it's 5 laps to go. Ty Hester will lead them to the line with 4 to go. Scott Formosa sits second. Garrett Metz is third. Matt Vadi is fourth, and Adam Benefel is fifth. We're racing to either the caution or the checkered here in the 4th annual Snowball Derby. Who will win? 4 laps to go. Pace car to pit road. Green flag. Formosa gets an unbelievable jump. Formosa trying to take the lead.
What a power move out of the restart. Here he is on the outside. But Hester's not going to have anything. Door to door. Heading back into the ring.
In the corner number 3, Formosa trying his best. They make contact. They slide up the track behind him. Not going to do anything. Car around. No. They keep it straight. Formosa falls back in line. 3 to go. Caution is out, and Ty Hester is going to do it. Ty Hester wins the Snowball Derby.
Wow.
Caution is out. We had a terrible crash on the front straightaway. Adam Benefel lost it and flew through the air upside down. And that's a scary moment for the 83 right there. But oh my goodness, and I tell you what, kudos to Ty Hester, but Scott Formosa had a spectacular restart. He timed the restart right there, the best we've seen all night, and what a better time to do it than with 4 to go. Ty Hester is going to come to the flag stand. White flag. Out of Monroe, Georgia, Ty Hester wins the Snowball Derby. Scott Formosa will finish second. Garrett Metz comes home third. What a race. Stay tuned right here on Noble Network 1. We will talk to the top 3 and the Snowball Derby champion here in just a moment. We'll be right back on Snowball Network 1.
Does a real race car have a center post? Of course not, and neither should your race rig. The R-Seat Evo V3 with its unique design has no center post. The R-Seat Evo replicates what you would be accustomed to in your daily driver or something you may take to the track. It can accommodate drivers from 4'11" up to over 6'6" tall and is pre-drilled for all of the major wheel manufacturers on the market today. When it comes to performance, look no further than the R-Seat Evo V3. Check out the R-Seat Evo and other sim racing equipment by heading to www.rseat.net.
Montgomery Motor Speedway is getting ready for the 2014 season. Get ready for some fast-paced, hardcore racing action that you will ever see in your life. See the return of the Southern Super Series presented by Sunoco with drivers like Augie Grill, Bubba Pollard, Hunter Robbins, and more. Plus, see the return of the X1R Pro Cup Series as well as all your favorite local divisions. To find out more on how you can be a part of some of the wildest racing action in Alabama, log on to MontgomerySpeedway.com today.
Welcome back to NobleNetwork1.com. We're waiting for all the pictures to get being taken here at New Smyrna Speedway after the Snowball Derby, and I'm going to go ahead and send it down to Andy Kessler, who has caught up with our third place finisher, Garrett Metz. Andy?
That's right, man. I'm down here on the track right now with third place finisher Garrett Metz. Garrett, man, your 7+ years experience, that's definitely got to have you, you starting 26. Here you are, finishing third. What a great job by you guys.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to thank everybody, Chuck especially, for doing the provisionals. Technically, I didn't make the race, so to come back and finish third is amazing. It's awesome.
Like you said, you came in here as a provisional, started 26. Now, over the course of the race, 300 laps, obviously a long race, an endurance type of race. You really had to pace yourself, be patient. Obviously, these cars take a long time to fuel up. What was your strategy over the course of this race to get that track position where you were at the end?
For the first 220 laps, it was basically just survive. Kind of learned tire strategy a little bit through it. After about 30 laps, my car started pushing really bad. So there with the last 50, 60 laps, I was able to kind of work it pit strategy-wise. Got down a couple of laps early on because of pit stops, and it actually worked out to my benefit there at the end. So it worked out great.
That it did for you. Congratulations again, Garrett, on this great, phenomenal finish here in the 4th Annual Snowball Derby. Anybody you'd like to thank for this great run?
Just my wife for letting me do this.
I hear you.
Taking care of the kids while I get to race. I just want to thank her.
Absolutely, I hear that. Congratulations again. That's our third place finisher, Garrett Metz in the 54 car. Right now, I'm just going to swing right over here, right next to me here. We got Scott Formosa in the 80 who finished second. Scott, not a bad job here. Considering all that happened, a lot of action here all night long to come home second. It's got to be pretty exciting for you.
It was. I had to come from 16th. I really struggled in qualifying, first couple of qualifying nights, and really struggled with it. And coming here tonight and was second quickest in practice, and had to start 16th and just work my way, just gradually work my way up. I had the help of my teammates out there. Me and And Jason Bonetta, I hated to see him go out early, and Jason Swan and Ty Hester. And it was hairy out there a little while, but I worked my way up and got up here in the top 2. I'd like to have won it, but second's not bad.
Yeah, second's not bad for you were the champion of the 2012 All-American 400, and so you're definitely not a shy person when it comes to these long races. You know how to get it done. You know how to be patient. Again, starting 16th, that definitely showed here tonight with your ability to just hang in there, log some laps, and be patient and get the job done along with your crew on pit road. And here you are sitting second.
Yeah, I tell you what, it was a little hairy. I got involved in a little incident early in the race with a 30 car and got the damage fixed and got back out there and just dodged the rest of them.
Yeah, well, you did a heck of a job of that, Scott. Well, congratulations. Obviously, one more spot would have been obviously the ideal thing, but second place, like you said, you got to be happy with that, and congratulations. Anybody you'd like to thank for this great run here tonight?
Yeah, I want to thank my team, Steel Horse Racing. Jason Swan, he runs the show over there at Steel Horse. All my teammates, Adam, Chase, and Todd. David Gibson painted this car this week. It's a brand new car, and I can't say enough of what David Gibson does with his painting. It's unbelievable. He paints all our Steel Horse cars, and I'd like to thank Courtney and my son Justin. They stick by me here. I'd like to thank Chuck for putting this on, and Daniel Vining, everything he does for the league.
Well, that's awesome. We second that. So congratulations again, Scott. That's your second place finisher. Now I think Ben has caught up with your winner in victory lane. Ben, you down there?
I'm down here with a very, very excited Ty Hester. He gets to hoist the virtual Tom Dawson trophy here after winning the 4th annual All-Pro Snowball Derby. And Ty, I want to go ahead and ask you, on that final restart, Scott had a fantastic jump on the outside. Did you forever once think that you might have lost the Derby when he almost took the lead from you?
Actually, yes. Going in the middle of turn 1 when I could see about half his car, I started doubting myself, but I think I had a little bit fresher tires than he did, and then I was trying to drive the wheels off this thing, and I knew the lane up from the bottom was pretty good, so I tried to run there most of the night and try to stay off of him and try to muscle it back up front to get back in front of him. It was good though. It was real fun. It was a really long race, and I didn't really think I was. I think I had a chance to run good, but didn't really have a. Really didn't think I was actually going to win the thing until we get down there in the end, and I kind of wish the 98 and the 25 were still there at the end. That would have definitely put a good 5-way battle up front there.
It certainly would have. And Ty, we watched the whole race, and no other driver was able to work the high side like you did. Was there any secret to the high side that you'd like to spill to the other drivers? You were just so good on the high side here tonight.
I don't know, this is one of those, you're either awesome here or you're either terrible, and I guess obviously I was good tonight. I don't know, if you watched, I took 2 tires there. I was running 7th before that last caution, or the previous one where I was running 7th, and I knew I had to take that 2 tires to get back up front, and I figured if I got lucky enough, God willing, that we had 3 or 4 cautions there at the end that helped me out, stay up front. I knew if we would have went long enough, Scotty with his 4 tires would have got by me. So the cautions definitely helped. And like I said, if you're either all the way on here, or I am either all the way on or way off here. So it's super on tonight.
Certainly is. And Ty may not have time to even sink in yet, but you are champion of the Snowball Derby. Who do you want to thank for putting you in victory lane here at New Smyrna Speedway?
First, I want to thank actually a team, Steel Horse Racing teammate also, and Scotty, Swanee, all the other guys that helped and raced clean with all night, and also my sponsor Budweiser and Jimmy Johns was on board also. It was a good night. Glad to be in victory lane.
There you have it, Snowball Derby champion Ty Hester here in the All-Pro Snowball Derby at New Smyrna Speedway. I'm going to venture down, catch up with Andy here, if I can find him in the crowd. And we're going to talk to Paul Boswell as soon as we get caught up. Paul Boswell came on board as the presenting sponsor of the broadcast tonight with Montgomery Motor Speedway, and here he is. Paul, not the finish you wanted, 4 laps down 14th, but you were up there quite a bit all throughout the early part and middle part of this race.
Yeah, I mean, first off, I gotta congratulate Ty and Scotty and Garrett up there finishing up front. I mean, it's a marathon of a race, and just to be there at the end means an awful lot. And proud of Ty. He ran a good race, and you know, he had the best car at the end of it, and that's really what you gotta have. You know, I hate it for me and JJ. You know, we both had good runs, and you know, got in a little bit of trouble. And but you know, I gotta thank Montgomery Motor Speedway. We're coming on board and be able to put this broadcast on, and Gravel Motorsports teammate, you know, y'all knew we were here tonight. Me and JJ up front, awful lot of the race. So, not the finish we look for, but we're proud of the run. We know we ran strong, and you know, we'll continue that on into next season.
We'll turn and talk to JJ Day here. JJ didn't get to run the real life derby. Not the finish you wanted tonight here. 3 laps down, 11th place. Are we going to see you back next year?
Oh yeah, for sure. Have a good time over here running with these guys. A lot of good drivers in this league, and I think Chuck's probably the best there is at hosting these things. So yeah, I just you know, the real life thing I get into. I've been doing it for a while, and then coming and doing this iRacing, man, it's just as much fun.
Well, there you have it. It's a lot of fun. We talked about it throughout the broadcast. If you're a fan of real racing and just jumped on to watch this thing tonight, certainly do need to get you a wheel, get your subscription, and get on here racing with us. It's a blast. I want to thank all the guys here from All Pro for having us. Paul Boswell for coming on board, sponsoring the broadcast as presenting sponsor. It's just a fantastic job tonight. Paul, anybody you'd like to thank personally for helping you out?
Man, I just really want to thank y'all for doing this broadcast on short notice. You know, it's kind of a last-minute throw-together thing, and really got to thank Chuck for putting this whole thing on. You know, Chuck runs a real tight ship, runs a good league, and proud to be a part of it. You know, I want to apologize to him for that incident there. I don't know exactly who's at fault. It may have just been a racing deal or whatever, but, you know, me and him got into it into both of our nights, so to speak. So, but, you know, that's racing. It is what it is, and, you know, we got to move on and move forward. I want to thank Gravel Motorsports, my teammates, Daniel Vining and JJ Day and Forrest Gregg, and Pure Syntech with JJ Day. He helped out a little bit with some wheel settings that I think helped for a long run for me tonight. And you know, most of all, like I said, thank Chuck, man. This whole thing wouldn't be possible without Chuck Chambly and putting on this whole league for us.
There you have it. Paul Bond, GM and promoter of Montgomery Motor Speedway, did a great job in the race. Talked to JJ Day too. Did a fantastic job. We're going to jump back over in TeamSpeak, but we will let all the drivers and the promoters and everybody who does a great job at All Pro that we thank you for putting on a fantastic race for not only the broadcasters, but the fans tonight on the network. And for those of you that are confused when I said jump back over to TeamSpeak, what we had to do, we usually interview the guys in TeamSpeak, but they don't have a TeamSpeak for us to go to and interview the guys, so we had to do it in game. And that's fine. It worked out fine, I think. But Andy, man, what a race here in the Snowball Derby. And like I said at the beginning of the thing, I'm honored to get an invite to come and do this thing, and honored that we were asked to do it, and I hope they have us back next season because this was just a blast.
Oh, absolutely! This was fantastic. You know, I mean, you look at the whole race long, man. Here we were over halfway, still had over half the cars on the lead lap at a short track like this, half mile with these late models going at it. The long green flag run we had in the middle of the race. I mean, this was just fantastic. And you know, like I said, listen, it's iRacing. It's unfortunate we had to end under caution, but you know what? Listen. fantastic race, some great restarts. We saw some great driving by some fantastic drivers here. This was just this was a lot of fun. Excited to be that. And yeah, man, I hope we're invited back for next season, because I had a lot of fun here tonight.
Certainly, then it was a blast, and as we head out of New Smyrna Speedway tonight, next time we'll see you guys here on Noble Network 1 will be January the 5th for 300 lapper in the West Pro Series Late Model Division at USA Speedway. Andy, any final closing statements from the Snowball Derby?
The only closing statements I have, Ben, is fantastic night. Glad I was here. Like I just said, these guys put on a heck of a show, and I just want to thank everybody from Montgomery Motor Speedway and the people here at New Smyrna and all the sponsors that got this done here tonight. I'm just excited to be here, and man, hopefully we'll see you again next season.
I want to thank you all for tuning in with us live here on Noble Network 1. It was a blast. Hope you'll tune in for many races to come. We want to thank Montgomery Motor Speedway and Gravel Motorsports for presenting the broadcast tonight. We want to thank the network's sponsors, Power Tank Power Solutions, RC.net, Wiley X, NASCAR Hall of Fame, and I think I'm forgetting one, but I'm not even sure. Sam Bass Galleries. My goodness, it's been a long race. Let's look at the final finishing results before we head out of here tonight. Ty Hester is the champion of the Snowball Derby. Scott Formosa sits second. Third was Garrett Metz. Matt Votty was fourth. Stefan Denmark was fifth. William Karp sixth. Seventh, Adam Blattell. Eighth, Chad Williams. Ninth, Adam Benefield, and 10th is Daniel Vining.
JJ Day comes home 11th. Parker Henniger finishes second. 13th to Colby Franklin. Paul Boswell will finish 14th. Jason Barnes will finish 15th. Mark Myers finishes 16th. 17th to Chuck Chambly. Jeff Faulkner finishes 18th. 19th to Jeff Dillon. And Garrett Conrath will finish 20th.
Alan Young finishes 21st. Rex Hull finishes 22nd. Chase Spradlin finishes 23rd. David Gibson, 24th. 25th is Forrest Gregg. 26th, Jason Vanetta. 27th, Louis Robinette. 28th, Jason Swan. And look at there. They made us feel special. Andy Kessler and Ben Kilcrease rounding out the field.
Oh, yeah.
Want to thank everybody for tuning in, all the sponsors for the network and the presenting sponsors of the race tonight. A spectacular night of racing. We hope to see you next season. Tell those guys at All Pro you want us back for the 5th annual Snowball Derby. For Andy Kessler, Carl Brown, I am Ben Kilcrease. Congratulations to Ty Hester, who hoisted the virtual Tom Dawson Trophy tonight. He is the champion of the 4th annual All Pro Snowball Derby. Have a great night. We'll see you next time here on Noble Network 1. And remember to put the phone down.